What up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Two Guys and the Couch. This is Attorney Dan, a year older, a year wiser. Happy birthday, Danny Demani.
Thank you very much.
He's a Pisces, if you ladies wanted to know. This is Sunglass exclusive Brucey Bruce. As you can tell, I'm a Leo baby. Leo ring, Leo shirt. You might want to write that shit down.
Seems like he wants attention.
Oh,
Lots of attention. He's like all up in the attention. He's like, yeah.
So yeah, I took Danny out for his birthday and I took him to a sick new comedy club, and apparently I was the attention seeker and I steal his bitches, according to that.
Wow, that's like he started off. He starts it off.
He steals my bitches in return, apparently.
The look that he has is he's a cocaine dealer or a drug dealer or whatever you want to look at, whichever way you want to look at, and apparently I'm his accountant.
Yeah, and apparently I'm from Miami. Apparently people in Miami like to wear floral shirts and have a Hermes belt, fake or not fake, and overdress and look good and steal the spotlight. Sorry, Danny, I stole the spotlight yesterday.
I don't care. It was an interesting night. So, as everybody knows, we have this tradition that each birthday as it comes around, we do crazy stuff for one another, which means we go for the extreme type of activities. So, therefore, we try to make it a very memorable experience. One of those experiences was me taking my co-host here to skydive on his birthday, which it was really funny. It was exciting for him. For me, it was like, okay, cool, let's do a recount of the past 10 years because I already did it once. I'm like, okay, if I'm gonna die, I did this, I'm good. And he was like, I'm just gonna kill Danny on the way down. That's what. So we do have this thing, and apparently this dude tries to one-up me every year. So we keep going back and forth. It's a fun experience. But the one thing that he likes the most is his comedy club. It's like,
oh, I love comedy clubs, the best.
It's like a religion for him. He needs to go. And yesterday he went to a brand new comedy club.
Laughter is the best medicine.
Did it help you out?
It did.
Yeah.
The twitching went away. The eye twitching, because as you guys know, I switched my gym schedule. I go at 5 o'clock in the morning, so I'm running on fumes, as my boy Edmund likes to say. And that means sleeping 2 to 4 hours a night. And when you do that, your eyes start twitching, your ears start twitching. A lot of shit your body's telling you need sleep.
Twitching.
Yeah. And that twitching is only healed by laughter or antidepressants. I'd rather go with the laughter.
Oh, wow. So when you go next time?
To a comedy club?
Yeah.
I think I should go every week, man. That should be the new ritual. Every week.
I guess in the front?
Always. What do you mean? You gotta get those videos. I might post a small snippet in this video of them roasting me in a good way. So we'll see how you guys behave.
It's like the roast of Brucey Bruce.
Yes, roast me in the comments below. Tell me what you really love and hate about me, because we all know it's a love and hate relationship between each other.
I think it's all a love relationship. Everybody loves you. Dude, he had such an evolution over the past 20 years. He posted a picture for my birthday. I was like, wow, this is before Sunglass Exclusive became Sunglasses Exclusive.
Yeah, our bellies were fat too.
All right, wasn't going to mention that because, we were 10 years younger, but whatever. It is what it is. Nonetheless, let's get to the topic at hand. We're going to discuss what? We're going to discuss current politics, maybe. We're going to discuss
collapse of the banks, the SVB.
Yeah.
What the hell
You of all people should have the most information.
Yeah.
Mr. Wall Street or janitor on Wall Street.
Yeah, apparently janitor on Wall Street, according to all the comedians. I don't know why that's very popular topic, but yeah, the collapse on the banks, Danny. I would have never predicted this to happen.
Why not? It happened in 2008.
Did it?
Yes.
What banks collapsed then?
Lehman Brothers died. And it was not bailed out.
Rip to Lehman Brothers.
Bear Stearns died. AIG dropped its value from 1,000 plus valuation. Sorry, 1,000 plus in stock value to like right now I think it's $40 because the government is currently controlling it. Fannie Mae and Fannie Mac, which they're not banks but they're mortgage companies, they ended up being controlled by the government, and each one's like $1 a share. They used to be in the hundreds of dollars a share. So yeah, in 2008, remember those ninja loans, which were ninja loans were no income, no jobs, and they would give you a mortgage no matter what. It's like, oh, you can't afford it, no problem. They would charge you over 0 interest rate or something very low, and you were just paying back the interest, and then a few years later it would increase substantially and you had to pay, but because they just gave you mortgages based on nothing, you ended up you end up going underwater, and that's why a lot of people. That's why a lot of people were not able to pay their properties. Sorry, their monthly. They weren't able to pay their monthly mortgage, which in turn caused them to file for bankruptcy or
You're forgetting
foreclose
one
their properties.
major caveat.
What's the caveat?
Bernie Sanders collapse, made of securities. He also collapsed due to this.
I'm sorry, Bernie Sanders.
Oh shit, that's the president, right?
Wow.
Future. No,
What?
fuck it, no.
Wow.
That's
wow.
the president's.
Wow.
He was running for president, right? He was
was.
independent party. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like Bernie Sanders, what the fuck am I saying? That's how you know you're running low on sleep, people. But that's fine. I'm running to Bernie Madoff.
This is not the number one podcast in the world. This is like
the number 11
from the bottom. we're slowly getting to number 2 from the bottom.
But Bernie Sanders collapsed also. He didn't become the president. So
Bernie Sanders
I'm talking
is
about.
still very active.
But he was not elected, I'm saying. What I meant was I was talking about Bernie Madoff, goddammit. Okay? The guy that just died in jail. That was
He didn't just die. It's been a few years.
who feels like it was yesterday. They keep making these documentaries
That's how
and
they
stuff.
make it. They make documentaries after the fact. But yeah, go ahead. Do tell us.
So that's when this all collapsed. That's when he got
why?
caught.
Do you know why?
Because people asked for their money and he couldn't give it to them because he didn't have it.
True, but
It was fake.
No, I understand. It was a Ponzi scheme because
Yeah.
he was taking from one, paying the other one. But what was the underlying reason for the failure?
For Bernie?
Yeah, it wasn't the fact that
Because the banks were not able to give out loans.
he didn't get money from the banks. He was getting money from people because people had faith in him. Because like, oh, I'm gonna give.
Oh, so what happened was it was a recession. People got worried, so they wanted to withdraw their money, and they said, "Hey, I want my money back." And he's like, "Okay." So it eventually caught up to him where he wasn't able to give everybody back their money because he ended up using the money for his own benefit.
And what was the end result of everything with his family?
Oh shit! The daughter-in-law changed her last name. The sons died. Everything just went. I believe his wife is still alive in Connecticut, and she has like $2 million left.
Wow, she made out like a bandit. Good for her.
Yeah.
But
So
nonetheless, what I'm saying is the banks failed back then, right? They came up with new laws that put strict regimen on all these banks, and for many years the bank's value was depressed. And then in the year from 2012 and on,
Obama came, did the
Yeah.
stimulus package. Ugh.
so things changed, and slowly the banks all regained their value, especially the big banks. And they have this yearly test that they do to verify that they have the proper fluidity and liquidity, and they're able to pay off their debts. They're properly investing. They're holding a certain amount in certain investments, so they're not going as deep as they used to go, and also into all of these mortgage swaps and whatever. However, these new banks, what happened was based on the interest rate, from what I read, from what I understood, they were getting loans based on the IPOs. An IPO is initial public offering. It's when the company that hasn't filed publicly, they go from private to public and allow people in the retail to invest in the company. So with the IPO, they haven't filed it, but they were getting loans on the potential value of the IPO that was going to be filed. And when people decided not to file, they were like, well, now we're giving you all this money and we haven't filed, but we need the money back because you have to pay back, and the interest rate went up. Before, the interest wasn't going up, so it went up, and then they're now saying that, oh, we might not have money to pay it off. And that's why those smaller banks are now collapsing, which is kind of weird, because if you make rules for bigger banks, I don't know why the rules for smaller banks were different. You see, that's why we would need Alex here. Alex would be able to tell us all this
We're
stuff.
calling you Alex on the next podcast. Maybe, yeah, he actually wants to guest star again.
He should
Because
definitely be there.
When we had him, well, when I had him, when you were on your vacation, the microphone was not that great, and it was just slow.
You know that he would be so cool on this particular topic. He would be like so involved. Like, yo, let me explain to you how this actually works.
Yeah, we should go to his house right now and just set it up and do it.
No, you were gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. I have to do my taxes.
I am gonna. Oh yeah, my
Did you do
appointment April 2nd.
Oh, you can wait until the last minute. Huh?
Yeah, that way when I get the bigger refund, I'm like, yes, because if I get the refund back earlier, I'm more inclined to use it before April 15th. But now I'm waiting for it to get it before April 15th, closer to the date. It's like, it feels more rewarding. You feel like, I just got more money. It's like,
I'm just
sign of
curious,
relief.
for all the viewers, as you can see, we have a different dichotomy here. We have the person who waits until the last minute because he wants the bigger refund, and the person like me who does it kind of closer to the end of March. And then there's people out there who do their taxes like in February, the moment they get all their paperwork. Why don't you tell us how you like to do your taxes, if you even do your taxes? maybe you don't. You're like, you know what, let's postpone until eventually you're like, I just want to do it, and if they catch me, or maybe you're a completely cash business and you just don't show any earnings whatsoever, and the government just pays you back. In any case, just let us know. It would be such a wonderful thing.
I wonder if I can write off this channel.
No.
I'm in the loss, so I'm spending money on the video editing software monthly, and I'm like, I'm not getting monetization. So you know what? Yeah, let's
Monetization. You know what's funny? If let's say we do blow up,
oh yeah.
there's that guy I told you about, the videos I really liked from Baihiza, whatever his name is.
Yeah, the Amazon guy.
Yeah, so he actually posted a video recently, which was pretty cool. So he used to post the video like once a week or maybe once every 2 weeks, whatever it is, and I really like his content because it was very transparent. It was very what happens if you do A, B, C, D, and he explained every point that he took together. I really love this guy's content. From his videos that he shared, he has real estate properties. He does drop shipping, and he does from what I remember, he does Instagram pages that he builds up and then he sells.
E-commerce type of shit.
So he has all this wonderful stuff. So he's explaining how he does everything, whatever. And then he posted a video because he saw people commenting on his past videos that, oh, this guy must have died. He doesn't post anymore. What's going on? And there's a response to everybody. He posted and he stated that he started evaluating his position on YouTube because he hit like 1.2 million followers. And he was excited. He's like, oh man, 1.2 million followers. He was doing the niche in finance. Like, you and I don't have a niche. Our niche is everything. We'll talk about anything. We'll talk about whatever. It doesn't make a difference. It just a conversation back and forth, and people can join in. People are more than welcome to listen in, whatever it is. And whenever we have guest stars, it's always cool. So in the video, he says that these videos take so much time for me to do, and I seem to be in this niche market where if I don't do videos of this sort, I don't get a certain type of compensation. And also I'm getting these brand deals from people to continue doing the same exact thing over and over again. And he's like, it's similar to like the way Mr. Beast does everything, which is, hey guys, if you do this, I'm gonna give you money. Like there's a show called Hands on Hard Body. It was a show where they said if you hold your hand, and I don't know if you went to see it with me, it was on Broadway a long time ago.
No, I didn't see it.
But the show, the theme of it was, it was lots of different people from different backgrounds, and they were poor people, and they were giving away a car. And they're like, you have to put your hand on the car and hold the whole time. So the whole show, these people are holding their hand on the car, and they're trying to figure out a way how to get the other person to disconnect. And you can see it's going for hours and hours. Again, the show just expedites it. And you can see how exhausted people get. This is the idea that Mr. Beast does. Like, oh, if you do this, you get $1,000. If you do that. And the guy mentioned, he's stuck in the same pattern. He keeps doing the same thing over and over again. He's getting all these brand deals. He's doing this, he's doing that. But he always has to think of next. And the guy was like, it's not conducive to having a life the one that I want. He's like, I want to be able to work from anywhere. By continuously needing to put out these videos, I really can't do that because I have to be like, okay, I have to think of an idea, I have to think of a thumbnail, I have to think of how to properly modify the video, I have to spend time modifying the video, I have to know when to post it, I have to make sure I do it in the right niche, and so on and so forth. It's like it takes so much time. It's like with e-commerce, I just set up a store, boom, it's doing money, it's doing whatever it is. I can be at the beach, I could be at home, I could be at school, I can be at wherever.
It's more time consuming and tedious to edit the videos, hence why my editing skills are getting
not only editing, it's coming up with an idea. You want to blow up, so you want to come up with an idea that makes sense. You want to provide content that people are engaging with. You want to fall into the niche that you want, because they have this thing called CPI, I think, or CIP or whatever.
Click per minute.
Yeah. CPM, yeah.
Or CP, some shit. CP, some shit.
Yeah. So the goal of that is to indicate...
Click per rate, CPR.
Maybe. The goal is to have a higher click rate or view rate or whatever it is. So more people watch, more eyeballs are on your content, more people are interested in what you're posting, more advertisers can be like, yo, this guy seems to be picking up. He's in our industry, he's in our sector. Let's push advertisements through him. And then that's how they make more money. They get the money from YouTube for the views, they get money from the advertisements, and so on and so forth. That's how it actually grows. So the guy's like, I might come back, I might not, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I just, at this current moment, I don't see myself wanting to be this little hamster in the wheel, where I constantly have to keep producing content in order for people to watch my stuff. And this goes back to the previous point where we post stuff all the time, right? Or try to. But like you're like, oh, you know, this blows up. Thousands of dollars, whatever it is, you know, I'm not making any money because of the taxes and everything, right? You don't know, man. It could be a blessing in disguise.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this is great.
That's why when you're saying about blowing up, I'm like, nah, I'd rather be on the down low, let only a certain few into our world. So don't blow up and keep it low like this. Fuck that 1,000 subscribers. I don't need that shit no more. Don't subscribe. Watch it.
All of a sudden, tomorrow, 2,000 subscribers. Like,
what the fuck? Unsubscribe, guys. If you're watching this and you got up to this point,
tomorrow, 0 subscribers.
Find something better to do, because my name is Boris. I'm a fighter. I will fight for you. And according to Q from Dangerfields, Rip Dangerfields NYC, that if you are actually spending time with me, you need help. Find something better to do. You can do something.
Why
as
did you say Rip to Q?
Rip to Dangerfield. I said, yeah. Q is still there. Q, Quentin Hanks. Shout out to you, brother man. Missing you. Go to the stand, NYC. That was a good one. And what was I saying?
You were saying that you want people to like, share, and subscribe. But I want to mention one more thing.
Yes, like, share, and subscribe.
There was a few months ago, I gave an update regarding loan forgiveness, right? I know a few people who are watching.
That's our popular, most watched video. Thank you. It surpassed Oksana.
So anyways, the update for the loan forgiveness is, as of on February 28th, there were arguments made in front of the Supreme Court, yes, the highest court in the country. And the reason is because there were a few states that argued that Biden administration did not have the right to pay, forgive $10,000, $20,000 in loans, because they were eliminating the profit, or they were shortchanging the profit that those states were supposed to get. So because you have a conservative panel of jurors now, they're based on the arguments made and the reactions that people who were documenting this, they believe it might not, it's not looking so good. So I just want to, we don't know what the final result is yet. It's supposed to be coming up sometime in June.
I read sometime that they are just forgiving it on the down low.
They're not.
That's what I read on Yahoo. So fuck Yahoo then.
No, I've never seen, I don't think anyone has gotten forgiven a down low. But they're supposed to let us know by June, July timeframe. But I will tell you this, by June timeframe, the loans will start, the loan companies will start issuing invoices to pay for whatever it is you owe. So just be aware, because the moratorium will be lifted. And just as an FYI, SoFi, one of the loan companies, also sued the Biden administration, telling them to lift the moratorium on repayments, because the first time and the second time when it was done was based due to the pandemic, but the third time when it was done was actually due to this issue with the repayment of the loans. It had, or and the 10,000, the forgiveness. It had nothing to do with the pandemic. And SoFi, which is losing money continuously because people are not paying, and the way they survive is they survive by people paying the interest rate. They're suing to make sure that the moratorium is lifted. As everything, as you guys know, everything in the court system takes a long time.
In any case, this will continue on in the weeks ahead. Daniel will provide you an update within a few months.
I just got cut off. What is up?
We're running low on time. That's how you got to do it. Stay tuned for the next exciting episode. It might be Sunglass exclusive reveal.
Exciting episode of Two Guys and a Couch.
Yeah.
And who knows? You never know who the exclusive guest or the surprise guest might be.
I have a few lined up.
Oh, damn, a few lined up. Peace out and have a wonderful rest of your day.
Peace.